The Zephyrian War Council had been planning the invasion of Earth for 3 standard cycles. Their bioweapons division had crafted what they considered their masterpiece, a pathogen specifically designed to target human physiology. It would spread through respiratory droplets, cause severe systemic inflammation, and overwhelm their primitive medical systems within weeks. Commander Vextal examined the holographic projection of the viral weapon with satisfaction. "The humans will fall like grain before the harvester," he announced to the assembled generals. "Their weak immune systems cannot possibly adapt to our engineered pathogen." The deployment went exactly as planned. Zephyrian stealth ships released the bioweapon into Earth's major population centers simultaneously. Within days, reports flooded back to the command vessel. Humans were indeed falling ill by the millions. "Excellent," Vextal purred, his mandibles clicking with pleasure. "Prepare the invasion fleet. By the time we arrive, their civilization will be in complete collapse." But something was wrong with the intelligence reports. 3 weeks after deployment, Captain Zixra burst into the command center, her usually pristine uniform disheveled. "Commander, you need to see the latest surveillance data from Earth." The main screen flickered to life, showing feeds from various human cities. Vextal expected to see panic, martial law, perhaps mass graves. Instead, he watched humans queuing at drive-through pharmacies, children attending virtual school sessions, and adults working from home while occasionally coughing into their elbows. "What is the meaning of this?" Vextal's voice rose to a shriek. "Where are the bodies? Where is the societal collapse?" Zixra's antenna twitched nervously. "Sir, it appears the humans have adapted. They're calling our bioweapon COVID-23 and treating it like a seasonal inconvenience. Their news broadcasts are discussing booster shots and new mask mandates." The commander's 3 eyes bulged. "Impossible! This pathogen was designed to be unlike anything their species has ever encountered." "Sir," another officer interjected, pulling up Earth's internet traffic, "they're making jokes about it. Something called memes. Look at this one, it shows a human saying, 'oh no' anyway while getting a vaccination." Vextal stared at the screen in growing horror as more data streamed in. Humans were indeed getting sick, but they were responding with the casual efficiency of a species that had weathered countless plagues. Pharmaceutical companies were already rolling out adapted vaccines. Hospitals, while strained, were managing the crisis with practiced competence. Most disturbing of all were the human social media posts. Instead of despair, there was dark humor. "Day 847 of working from home," one human had posted, along with an image of themselves looking slightly disheveled but very much alive. Another showed a human getting their 4th booster shot with the caption, "Gotta catch 'em all." "Sir," the intelligence officer said quietly, "our xenobiology team may have made a critical error in their assessment." "What kind of error?" Vextal demanded. "They assumed human immune systems were primitive because humans still suffered from diseases. But they failed to understand that human immune systems aren't weak, they're adaptable. This species has survived ice ages, volcanic winters, multiple pandemics, and they've actually been training their immune systems for this moment for millennia." The realization hit the command crew like a plasma bolt. Humans didn't just survive diseases, they collected them, studied them, and built defenses against them. Their entire civilization was essentially one massive immune response. "Sir," Zixra continued, "there's more. They're already reverse engineering our pathogen. Their scientists are calling it elegantly designed and are discussing how to incorporate similar mechanisms into their own therapeutic applications." Vextal watched in stunned silence as human researchers on the screen casually discussed the alien bioweapons protein structures, like they were reviewing a colleague's homework. They had not only survived the attack, they were learning from it. The final insult came when Earth's primitive radio signals reached the Zephyrian fleet. A human news anchor was reporting on the latest health guidelines. "Remember to wash your hands, maintain social distancing when possible, and get your annual Zephyrian flu shot. The CDC reminds us that this is just part of our new normal. Much like the H1N1 pandemic of 2009, the COVID-19 pandemic of 2020, and the Martian flu outbreak of 2087. They had named the bioweapon after the Zephyrians and added it to their vaccination schedule. "Commander," his aide whispered, "what are your orders regarding the invasion?" Vextal continued staring at the screen. watching humans go about their daily lives with the resigned competence of a species that had survived everything the universe could throw at them. A species that responded to extinction-level threats by standing in orderly queues and making jokes on their communication networks. "Cancel the invasion," he said finally. "Signal the fleet to return to Zephyr Prime." "Sir? But our bioweapon has become their vaccination program," Bextel interrupted. "We just gave them immunity to our entire biological arsenal, and they're probably already working on ways to improve it. These humans, they don't just survive. They adapt, overcome, and then they make memes about it." As the Zephyrian fleet retreated into deep space, the last transmission they intercepted from Earth was a human comedian performing stand-up. "So aliens tried to kill us with a super virus, and we turned it into a Tuesday. I mean, what's next? Are they going to try to destroy us with taxes? Because, buddy, do I have news for you?" The audience's laughter followed the Zephyrians all the way home. Back on Earth, Dr. Sarah Chen finished updating her research notes on the Zephyrian pathogen. "Fascinating adaptation mechanism," she murmured, already planning the next phase of her study. Outside her lab window, life continued with the stubborn persistence that had carried humanity through every crisis in their long, improbable history. Just another day, just another plague, just another victory for the species too stubborn to quit.